Hello, my name is Cecilia Tacoli, and I'm a researcher with the African Cities Research Consortium, working on the theme of health, well-being, and nutrition in African cities. I will start by giving you a short background to the Research Consortium conceptual framework, which is the backdrop to our thematic work. There are three interconnected dimensions to understand urban development. The first one is the political settlement, which captures how processes and institutions are configured and reconfigured, often to generate benefits for powerful groups at the expense of the poor. So essentially, it's the political economy. The second is the city systems, through which politics is filtered and the distribution of resources is partially channeled. The last is the urban development domain, which highlights how power, policy, and practice interact to shape the city. So how do we translate this into the health, well-being, and nutrition theme? We have decided to focus on healthy diets. And this is because healthy diets are crucial to the prevention of ill health, while access to nutrition diets reflects the income and non-income dimensions of urban health disadvantage and food and nutrition insecurity. And it is intimately connected to other urban systems, such as, for example, markets, through the availability and affordability of healthy food. By markets, we need to include formal and informal ones. It's connected to housing, including location, storage and cooking facilities within housing, environmental conditions, water and sanitation, waste management are extremely important determinants of health and nutrition outcomes. And finally, basic services such as health, education, transport, and so on. So how are we doing this? Our key question is what is limiting and or enabling the uptake of healthy diets, and for whom? So we do have a keen interest in seeing how this affects also low-income groups within cities. And we're exploring this in 4 cities: Freetown, Lilongwe, Kampala, and Nairobi. Our key findings are a growing reliance on street food, fueled by cost of living. People find that it is cheaper to buy cooked food rather than cooking at home. This means that informal food vending has an increasingly important role, but there is a tension with city authorities, which tend to see it as a problem, but we may think of them instead as part of the solution. Waste contamination and perceptions of food safety are increasingly important amongst all groups of people, income groups, age groups, and so on. There are high levels of diversity in securing healthy diets between and within households, between and within neighborhoods, and between and within cities. And in all cities, low-income young mothers and their children are a distinct and highly vulnerable group, which needs to be addressed in their own. Moving forward, how do we identify processes that prevent the achievement of healthy diets? This is work in progress, so there will be more coming up from this area of the politics and the political economy of healthy diets. What we have found so far is that policies, where they exist, are fragmented. City governments do not have clear mandates in relation to healthy diets and in relation to health, well-being, and nutrition in general. There is a lack of coordination between local and national governments, and in some cases, open competition and conflict. There is limited access to financial resources, which hamper local government initiatives, and the prevalence of silos approaches that benefit powerful interest groups, which are embedded within separate systems. Thank you.